Take it all back, because you know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AMO Wrestling. We have an incredible night of action scheduled for you here tonight, starting out with a big tag team match. It will be the team of Ringrust taking on the team of Subway. Of course, Ringrust, made up of Lucas Atkinson, who you are seeing making his way to the ring right now, as well as his partner, who you will see in just a few moments, James Nelson. Unfortunately for Ringrust, they were at the wrong end of the win-loss record at Wizard of Ooze, as they lost to the Carolina Connection. Tonight they look to turn their luck around as they face Subway. We'll see how they can do here tonight.
On the number 4, 2 witnesses blown up high. Not sure
his partner already in the ring, and here comes James Nelson. Ringrust is known for their British strong style that they employ in a lot of their matches. They ground you, they look for a limb, a body part of any means, they focus on that. It's real technical tag team wrestling, and they are great at it. They are the best at it, I would claim. And they're here to show how good they are at it here in AMO Wrestling. And they're going to do their best to try and do that here tonight.
I swear I've seen your face elsewhere before, just as familiar as a bottle and a glass. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town.
James Nelson
sketches up with me.
And Atkinson, they both look in great shape. We'll see whose conditioning is better, what mix of style is better here tonight. As we get into our opening contest, we have 2 more competitors. We'll see them, maybe right now. Their opponents, they are Arthur Finch and Sebastian Ramos. 2 familiar faces here, and they are Subway, or the long version being the Suburban Way. They live the suburban way of life. Suburban Satan, of course, is what Arthur Finch's nickname is. And we'll see what they can do here tonight. All right, well, both these teams look ready, and the bell sounds action underway. Ringrust starting out with Lucas Atkinson in the ring, but tagging out very quickly to James Nelson. Could be a distraction tactic, if you will. Like I said, Ringrust, they deploy the British strong style. That is a lot of their arsenal. They go after a body part and they stick to it. And just by the entrance alone, I think you can tell what Subway style is. And if you watch any of their other matches here in AMO Wrestling, which were mostly singles matches, you can tell what their style is too. They are very high-paced, very high-caliber athletes. They come at you and they don't stop. You want to keep them grounded, but that is easier said than done. Now quick tags by Ringrust. Just old school, technical tag team wrestling at its finest. As an uppercut by Atkinson. And now just picking him up into a slam. But Arthur Finch right back up, trying to fight through the pain. And now landing one of his signature kick combinations. Just putting his foot through the dome piece of Lucas Atkinson. You know that's gotta hurt. Just hitting you right in the back of the head. Those kicks, like a shotgun blast every time they come near you. And Arthur Finch has perfected him. Of course, Arthur Finch and Sebastian Ramos wrestling in the Revolver Gauntlet match at Wizard of Ooze. Sebastian Ramos going on to win it. They were number 1 and number 2 in that match. You gotta think there was some respect that was earned in that match, as now they are a team. Talked to them earlier, asked them what the suburban way was. Said it was just a way of life. Words can't explain it, only actions can. And we'll see what that means here tonight. This tag team match. And now James Nelson just grounding him with a big German suplex. And Arthur Finch now making the tag out to Sebastian Ramos, but James Nelson trying to stay on the attack. And now a tag to Atkinson. They have had some incredible fast-paced tags. Every time one gets tired, it's a tag. Let the man rest. Let him get out of the ring for a little while. They're not over-extenuating themselves. Getting tired too quickly. That's a great strategy in a tag team match. There's 2 people, why not use 2? And now Sebastian Ramos is just getting taken to town here by Lucas Atkinson. And now he's got him up for a power bomb right on the back of the neck and spine, and he's going for the cover. Could that be enough? No, not even a 1 count. Sebastian Ramos saying you're going to have to do a lot more than that to put me away. Now sending him into the corner. Reversals by both men. Blocking for position at this point and for a dropkick, but another reversal. Neither one of these men getting the better of the other right now. And as I say that, Sebastian Ramos with a backbreaker. Now pulling him to the center of the ring, going for the pinfall. Is that enough? 2. Only 2. Now Lucas got up first, looking for something. Well, now Ramos with the lemon fresca. Is that enough? No. James Nelson saving the match. Great tag team camaraderie by Ringrust. These 2 have been teaming for years. They have traveled the world perfecting their craft. And now they are here in AMO Wrestling, trying to prove they are the best of the best. They have no easy task in front of them here tonight against Subway. Atkinson, he is just taking Ramos to school right now. It is amazing how Ramos can stay in this. Now, what is he looking for here? He's got him up. And just a butterfly suplex, sending him crashing to the mat. Now going for the pin once again. 1, 2, no, only 2 once more. And you see the frustration building on Atkinson. He's throwing a lot of big moves out here. Ramos kicking out all of them. Now Ramos making the smart decision, tagging out to Arthur Finch, who has had a time to get a little bit of a breather. And now Arthur Finch coming out the gate with a big fisherman driver, sending him right onto the head and neck, and he's crawling to safety, tagging out to James Nelson, who just floors Arthur Finch with a forearm to the face. Knee to the back. Such a methodical style. And now going to the top rope. High risk, high reward. We'll see if it can pay off. No, it cannot. Arthur Finch moving out of the way. James Nelson finding a way to get back on the offense. Sends him to the ground. Arthur Finch moved out of the kick. But Nelson, he's got him up. Oh my gosh, what a gut buster. A gut buster sending all the air out of Arthur Finch. What a move. Now Arthur with a Russian leg sweep. Some more kicks. Now sending him into the corner. What could he be looking for here? Oh, just some face scrapes in the corner. And an elbow drop. Both these teams looking to get their first win as a team. Of course, tonight is the debut, the tag team debut, I should say, of Subway. And well, now Arthur Finch, he's got him in the crossface. Is that enough to get the victory? No. Atkinson breaking it up. Now Arthur Finch with a half and half suplex. And now looking to make the tag, and he does. And oh, just a big clothesline. And oh, a mushroom stomp. Mushroom stomp out of nowhere. The Boulevard Pains, he calls that, the Boulevard Pains out of nowhere. But it's not enough to get the job done. And now he's looking for something else, a Michinoku driver. Sending him to the ground. Had to take a bit of a breather there, so. Well, now another half and half suplex. Arthur Finch is just on a roll right now. And well, now he's got him locked up in the legs. Just trying to tire him out. Make him submit, make him stay down long enough to get the 3 count. It doesn't matter. All 4 of these men just want the victory as a gut buster. And now Luke is taking a little bit of time to mock Ramos here, saying you can't do anything about it. Your partner's done. He's done, but I would be staying on the offense here. And oh, right as he's getting up, just a kick right to the gut, right to the diaphragm. But now Arthur Finch sliding out of the way. And for an enziguri, but no. Atkinson with a big European uppercut. Good for a kick. But it is a no-go. And he's got him up for another fisherman driver. Pulling him to the center of the ring. Is that enough for the victory here tonight? 1, 2, no. Some more kicks by Arthur Finch. Oh, just a kick to right between the eyes. Could give you a concussion, could give you a skull fracture if he really wanted to. Those high velocity kicks. Now sending him into the tag corner, makes the tag, and now he's got him up. And what are they looking for here? Oh my gosh, what an innovative maneuver. Like a wasteland into a swanton bomb as he just hits him with a big back elbow. And is that enough? 1, 2, no. Ramos making the save, keeping this match alive for Subway. Now, James Nelson looking for what he has to do to keep him down. He's calling for the finish here. He's telling the fans it's done. He's telling Arthur Finch it's done. He's telling everyone who will listen that it's done. And a backbreaker. Now just taking a little bit of time to gloat. They're great wrestlers, but you gotta say their ego sometimes gets the better of them. As another Falcon Arrow. That could be the downfall of Ringrust here tonight. Is that ego? Is that constantly taunting that I was talking about? Or it could not be, as just a rolling elbow right to the mush. Gonna have to go see a dentist after that one. Now Nelson picking him up, and just an exploder suplex sending him all the way across the ring. Kick of his own. Like I said, Ringrust losing at Wizard of Ooze. You gotta think that makes this match tonight even more important to them. They don't want to walk away 2-0. They want to walk away 1-1. Now 4 count, Arthur Finch getting back into the ring. Arthur Finch was on the first episode of AMO Wrestling, a world title tournament match. And oh my gosh, what was that move? Like a butterfly brainbuster. Is that enough to get the job done? No, only 2. All 4 of these men are such incredible performers. Like I was saying, Arthur Finch appeared on the first episode of AMO Wrestling. Had an incredible first round match in our world title tournament. Of course, unfortunately coming up short in that world title tournament as the eventual winner Paragon, him and PK King main evented Wizard of Ooze. Such an incredible match. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely suggest going back and watching it. You can also see these great athletes in Subway, Arthur Finch and Sebastian Ramos, like I said earlier, compete in that revolver gauntlet match. They started number 1 and number 2. They finished number 3 and the winner. Arthur Finch was the second runner-up, losing to Goro, Mori, and Sebastian Ramos. And Sebastian Ramos, of course, going to beat Goro Mori at the end of that match and winning the revolver gauntlet match. I believe it was an over 30-minute match. It was incredible. But that's not why we're here tonight. As Lucas Atkinson just goes after the arm. And now Enziguri as well. Just keeping him grounded. A little bit more taunting by Ringrust. And a super kick right to the face. Lucas Atkinson saying, whatever you can do, I can do better. Throwing a kick of his own and now pinning him right in the corner of Subway. Arthur Finch kicking out, however. Now go for a kick of his own, but Lucas catches it in a Hurricane Rana. You say most of their moves are technical moves, keeping you grounded, but you see with that big Hurricane Rana, they can fly too. They're not afraid to leave their feet. And a mushroom stomp, the Boulevard Pains once again. Is that enough? 2. Oh, but Nelson just getting in there to save the match. Just not enough. You heard me gasp there. I thought that was enough to get the victory. I was scared that this match was over. And now a crossface. Crossface. Is it over? It looked like Nelson missed. Well, Atkinson breaking out of it. Now these men struggling for the upper hand. And he's got him up. He's got him up. Power bomb once again. All four of these men have thrown caution to the wind in this match. They have thrown everything at their opponents, and it has not been enough to get the job done. There have been strikes thrown. There have been high-impact moves thrown. There have been high-flying moves thrown. Everything and more. And it has not been enough to put either team away as a big kick combination by Subway. Ramos now entering the match for the first time in a while. He is the freshest competitor, I do believe. Now it looks like Ringrust might be looking to tag themselves. What are they looking for here? A double back body drop, just sending him through the mat almost. He almost went to the 7th layer of the earth with that back body drop. Now Nelson with another elbow right to the face. And is that enough to get the job done? No. All four of these men, like I said, have given it everything. None of them will stay down in this match. All four of them want to come out with the victory here tonight. The tag team division, it is a very soon coming thing here in AMO Wrestling. And you gotta think, neither of these teams want to be left behind when that division does come to fruition. And this match could have a lot of stake in that. Well now, Ramos, he's got him locked up in the lemon fresca. 1, 2, no. Only 2. Nelson deciding he is not staying down for the count. Sebastian Ramos, you gotta think he is wondering what he has to do. I'm sure he has a couple more tricks up his sleeve, as well as the other 3 men in this match do as well. Now he's got him up, and a gut buster. A single knee gut buster by Sebastian Ramos. Now calling for him to get up here. What is he looking for now? Nothing is. Nelson reverses. Nelson now with a kick right to the chest. Just sending him to the mat in a backbreaker. You gotta think all 4 of these men are tired. They are worn out. And now Arthur Finch coming in with a drop kick, single leg drop kick. Looking to build some momentum back for Subway. Backbreaker of his own. And now tell him, he's saying bring it, give it all you got. Now picking him up to his feet. What's he looking for here? He had him up, but Nelson slips out the back and a super kick to the face. Now James Nelson dragging him to the center of the ring. Now just locking in an arm hold, trying to wear him out. Trying to make it to where he can't kick out. Now telling him it's done once again. What's he looking for here? A Samoan drop by James Nelson. And oh! He went for that rolling elbow once again. But some counters by both men and a German suplex. James Nelson coming out on top of that exchange. Now picking up Arthur Finch. Kick to the back. And now Arthur Finch once again locking in that crossface. The 3rd time in this match he is locked in that crossface. And once again finding a way to get out of it. And a belly to belly. Nelson now looking to tag in Lucas Atkinson. Now Atkinson coming in with a head of steam. Not letting Arthur Finch catch his breath, but it looks like it was just enough time. Arthur Finch with a single leg drop kick once again. Now pulling him to the center of the ring. What is he looking for here? He's got him by the arm, I think we all know. A monkey flip. And now, he's just telling him to bring it on. Saying you don't got enough to face the Suburban Satan. And he's got him up. One more fisherman driver to the head and neck of Lucas Atkinson. And now Lucas Atkinson slips through and goes for that gut buster one more time. Now pulling him to the center of the ring. Could he be going for a pinfall? 1, 2, no. Ramos too close, too aware of his partner being pinned to get away with that. And now he's got him up. What is he looking for here? He's got him in a Canadian backbreaker, looking for the submission. But Ramos once again saving his partner. Finch now sending him into the corner. Northern Lights by Atkinson. Going for the cover, a desperation cover, I think, at this point. Just thinking, what do I have to do? Whoa. Went for a kick. Atkinson reverses, though. Ends up on the outside of the ring. And now bringing him back in the hard way is Arthur Finch, and a kick to the chest. Atkinson getting the better of it with a Northern Lights suplex and a shooting star press. It looks like Arthur Finch is hurting after that shooting star press. I think Atkinson was looking for the tag, but his partner was saying, I'm too tired. He was a little worn out there. Finch, though, with an elbow to the face. Now, Finch got him locked up. Got him in an arm wringer, but Atkinson fighting out of it. Oh, and a capoeira kick. Caught him square in the chin. Is that enough? He's pulling him to the center of the ring. The capoeira kick. Is that enough for the victory? 1, 2. No, only 2. 2.9. There by Arthur Finch. And now he went for a kick. Countered, however. And now sending him into the corner. Now what are these men looking for? Finch, he's got him up. And Ramos, he's on the top rope. Oh my gosh, the Devil's Lettuce. The Devil's Lettuce by Subway. And I think that's all she wrote. And Subway getting the victory here tonight with an incredible maneuver. The Devil's Lettuce, the electric chair drop, and Bulldog combination. We haven't seen that one since them Steiner boys. And that was enough to put these two away here tonight. Ringrust. This was an incredible match. But tonight's winners, I should say, Arthur Finch and Sebastian Ramos, Subway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another incredible contest. This one a singles match. You see first, Andy Garrett, the Prince, Andy Garrett, I should say, beating Double D Dirk Dawson at Wizard of Ooze to earn himself a full-time contract here in AMO Wrestling. Tonight, his first match as a full-time talent. We'll see what he can do with that big opportunity here tonight. But he's got a big task in front of him, as we'll see in just one moment. you hear the music, you see the face, you see the walk, and if you listen close enough, you can probably hear the talk. You know he's doing it all the way down to the ring. It is the man that personifies the word egotistical. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Malcolm Bates. Malcolm Bates beating Leon Stark at Wizard of Ooze in a Extreme Rules match. And tonight, he's looking to continue that wave of momentum as he faces the big Andy Garrett in one-on-one action. All right, well, you see Andy Garrett and you see Malcolm Bates. Referee sounds the bell. Of course, Malcolm Bates is the smaller of the two opponents. You gotta think that'll play a factor, as already Andy Garrett just throwing Malcolm Bates around. Now Garrett looking for an elbow, but a super kick to the stomach and an elbow to the face by Malcolm Bates. You gotta think Leon Stark is probably in the back watching this match, as well as Double D Dirk Dawson. Both groups of men are 1-1. Gotta think they'll be looking to settle those grudge matches within the coming weeks, if at all possible. Well, now Malcolm Bates going straight into the cover, but only a 1 count. Malcolm Bates, such an incredible performer between those ropes. He doesn't need to cheat. He doesn't have to, but he chooses to for whatever reason. He's always very arrogant. When he walks into a room, you can tell that he thinks he's the best in there. And Andy Garrett, he's just trying to prove he belongs here. And let me tell you, he did prove he belongs here, I should say. He proved it well and good at Wizard of Ooze, beating Double D Dirk Dawson. Now, Malcolm Bates with a Russian leg sweep. Just trying to keep the big man off his feet, not let him get any power moves in. Now Malcolm Bates off the ropes and a big boot right to the head. Is that enough for the victory? No. Only a 1 count, not nearly enough to get the job done here tonight. Malcolm Bates got him up and a flapjack. Both of these men riding small waves of momentum. See who can continue that as a clothesline, just sending Malcolm Bates through another atmosphere. And now he's got him up and a belly-to-belly suplex. Once again, just launching him. Drop kick by Malcolm Bates and an elbow drop, keeping him grounded, going after the chest. Going after the breath of Andy Garrett, making sure he can't breathe. You see he's going back to that with the sleeper hold. Not letting any blood flow to the brain. Just trying to make him pass out, but Andy Garrett fights out of that one with a jawbreaker. Now sending him into the corner. And Malcolm Bates just staying on the attack with a big face buster off the second rope, and now Malcolm Bates kick to the chest and another elbow drop. Malcolm Bates now twisting him up and a neck breaker. Sends him crumbling to the mat. And now just locking in a neck wrench. But it looks like Andy Garrett's trying to fight out of it, and he does. What can he do from here? Another big belly to belly. And now the big man, he is firing up. He's telling Malcolm Bates to get in here right now. Well, Malcolm Bates taking a move out of Leon Stark's book. This is what he had a problem with Leon Stark's for, but now he's doing it his own. But only a 2, doesn't get the win with that. That's how Leon Stark won their first affair with a roll-up. And you see Malcolm Bates employing that tactic now. Now locking in that neck wrench one more time. And I think Andy Garrett's fighting out of it one more time. Oh, and a clothesline. Just sending him to the mat with authority. Now picking him up. What's he looking for here? He's got Malcolm, and he just slams him to the ground. Just slamming Malcolm right to the ground, sending shockwaves throughout this entire arena. Now Malcolm picking himself up using the ropes, sending him into the other opposing side turnbuckle. Now Malcolm Bates firing back with some shots of his own, and a neck breaker. Now what's he looking for here? He's picking him up. Oh, and just a slam to the back of the head. Now picking him up one more time. And just the flying knee. The flying knee to the head. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Malcolm Bates getting his hand raised here tonight against Andy Garrett. Andy Garrett looked really off his game here tonight. I'm hoping the next time he's in this ring, he'll do a lot better. Tonight he just seemed off his game, and Malcolm Bates, he exploited that and got the victory here tonight. That big knee right to the head. That's what put Leon Stark away at Wizard of Ooze, and that's what put Andy Garrett away here tonight. As we see the pinfall, the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Malcolm Bates, after that victory, never short on self-confidence. You see him taking his time to brag, but tonight he is the winner, and you can't take that away from him. All right, well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell ya, it is main event time. It is one fall to a finish. And introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, Goro Mori. Goro Mori coming to us after a loss in the gauntlet match, but a win last week against Tyler Dawn. And tonight he's looking to continue that momentum streak. He was the runner-up in the Revolver Gauntlet match. Of course, losing to someone we saw earlier in the night, Sebastian Ramos. See what he can do tonight. Let me tell you, I'm looking at my run sheet right now. I don't know if he can beat the man he's facing tonight. I don't know if any man can beat the man he's facing tonight. It's going to be a long and grueling battle if he can. It's going to be something for the ages. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you hear that music. You know exactly who this is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your world champion. Your first ever world champion. It is the White Lotus himself. It is Paragon. He is undefeated in AMO Wrestling. And you best believe he is not looking to change that here tonight. But I do believe he has also only been off of one AMO show. I believe that is all he has been off of. So I believe he has had 6 matches so far. 5 or 6, somewhere in there. That's a grueling schedule to go through. We'll have to see how long he can keep that up. Let me tell you, if Goro Mori could beat him here tonight, he'd be the first And let me tell you, he might be the only. This match starts in a few moments, and I cannot wait to see what happens in between these ropes and in between those two bells. All right. Well, bell sounds action is underway. Goro Mori versus Paragon, and Goro Mori coming out the gate, going for the cover quickly here, but only a 1 count. Goro Mori, he knows what happens when people try to elongate their matches with Paragon. He's seen what happens. You got to go and you got to strike hard and strike fast with Paragon. You don't want to waste any time with this man. You want to go in there and you want to brutalize him quickly and precisely and get it over with. Don't give him a chance to breathe. Don't give him a chance to think of any new moves or new strategies. Just go in there and knock him down hard. And that looks exactly like what Goro Mori is doing right now. Now, Paragon slipping out the back. Now going for some elbow strikes, but no. Goro Mori catches him with a dragon suplex. Off the ropes. And Paragon bringing him back with an arm drag. This is an incredible opportunity for Goro Mori facing the world champion. You gotta believe if he could beat him here tonight, he would have to be in that #1 contenders race, as Paragon with a Spanish fly connecting in the middle of the ring. Now Goro Mori, he's got Paragon up. What could he be looking for here? Just slams him into the buckle and throws him. Now going for the cover once more. One, only one. Goro Mori now, you gotta stay on that offense. Can't give Paragon a chance to breathe. It looks like exactly what he's trying to do here. Just going right back to him. Well, no, but Paragon with a tilt-a-whirl, sending Goro Mori to the mat. Goro Mori with the elbow to the face and a snapmare. Goro Mori trying to keep Paragon grounded, it looks like, as he just throws him one more time. Spine on the pine, and now Goro Mori, that's a long distance. I don't know if he can make that, but he does with a frog splash. Twisting in midair, the frog splash, going for the cover. Could that be enough? One. No, only one. That is the third kick out at 1 by Paragon in this match. He is not showing an inch of damage so far. But now Goro Mori grounding him once again with some more kicks. Just staying on the attack, not letting him breathe with that neck breaker. Like I said at the beginning of the match, that is the greatest strategy when going up against Paragon. Do not let him breathe. Don't even let him see the light of day. Now Paragon getting back on the offense, it looks like, going for the cover. One, only a 1 count this time for Goro Mori. Of course, last week, Deshaun Romero coming out to confront Paragon after his match. Came out and they exchanged some words. Of course, Paragon had just beaten Sin Dragon. Gotta wonder if Deshaun Romero is watching backstage right now as Paragon with a free fall splash. Now going for the cover. One. Once again, only a 1 count. I don't think we've made it to a 2 count for either competitor thus far. Now Paragon picking him up. And just another kick to the head. Is that enough this time? We got to a 2. But it's not enough for the 3 count. Paragon just with another kick right to the sternum area. Now, Spanish fly once again by Paragon. Now picking him up, looking for another high impact maneuver as just sends his neck right into the mat with that DDT. Now, Paragon just getting punched right in the face. Now, well, that's the bear arms lariat. The bear arms lariat. That's Goro Mori's finishing maneuver. Is that enough for the victory? 1, 2, 2.9. And you see Goro Mori arguing with the referee saying, are you sure about that? I don't think that's right. But Goro Mori, it's a gourd buster. And is that enough? No, only 2 once again. Goro Mori, he's thrown a lot of big moves at Paragon so far. None of them seem able to work thus yet. And now just hanging him out to dry. Just hanging him out to dry on those ring ropes. And now it looks like he's going to throw him one more time. Goro Mori staying on the offense with a knee to the gut. And now he's got him up with a choke slam. A big choke slam, sending him halfway to the center of the earth. And now pulling him to the center of the ring. Is that enough to get the job done over Paragon right now? 1, 2, 3. And my God, ladies and gentlemen, Goro Mori has just beat the world champion. I'm dumbfounded. Goro Mori has just handed Paragon his first loss in AMO Wrestling. He has just handed the world champion, the first ever world champion, his first loss in AMO Wrestling. I don't know what to say. I am genuinely in shock, ladies and gentlemen. But there he is, your triumphant winner here tonight in the main event of AMO Wrestling Episode 6. It is Goro Mori. And well, he's the first. But let me tell you, if Paragon has anything to say about it, he'll also be the last. Well, good night, everybody. That's all the time we have for tonight. Wait 1 second. Well, it seems we are not out of time just yet. Well, that's PK King. We all remember PK King. He main evented Wizard of Ooze with Paragon. Came out on the losing side, but taking a page out of Sean Romero's book. It looks like he's coming out here to confront Paragon. Now these two exchanging words. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say right now. Well, wait one second here. I'm not 100% sure I recognize this music. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Sniper. And let me tell you, PK King is not alone when he's coming out here to challenge Paragon. But that's all the time we have. We'll see you next week.